ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारम् प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तम् तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। भूवादयो धातवः
भूवादयो धातवः
सनाद्यन्ता धातवः
सनाद्यन्ता धातवः
धात्वादेगे सहसः
धात्वादेशः सहसः
नो नः
नो नः
इदितो नुम् धातोः
इदितो नुम् धातोः
ऋतयुद्धातोः
ऋतयिद्धातोः
उपधायाश्च
उपधायाश्च
उदोष्ट्यपूर्वस्य
उदोष्ट्यपूर्वस्य
र्वोरुपधाया दीर्घइकः
ऋवोरुपधाया दीर्घइकः
हलि च।
हलि च।
We are reading the Sutra Bhuvadayo Dhatavaha Aupadeshika Dhatavaha. So from here we have to read the website. Bhuvadayaha Dhatavaha 131. This is all, this is the first sutra. The first sutra in the introduction to Tinganta. Because Tingantam derived from the verb Dhatuhu, Dadati, Poshati iti Dhatuhu. So Bhuvadayaha Dhatavaha iti sutrena Dhatavaha ke iti Acharya Panina सूत्रपाठे उक्तः अस्ति धातुपाठे धातुपाठः नाम ग्रन्थः तस्मिन् ये धातवः येषां धातूनाम् आवलिः अस्ति तेषां नाम धातवः इति पाणिनिमहर्षिणा उपदिष्टः अतः उपदेशिकः औपदेशिकधातवः इति भू इत्यादयः शब्दाः क्रियावाचिनी अर्थे धातुसंज्ञकाः भवन्ति. These are kriyavachini, they denote action. Dhatupata, there are many Dhatupatas. Kshilatarangini, Madhaviya Dhatupata, and Dhatu Pradipaha, many Dhatupatas. We are referring Panini Maharshi, Dhatupata. From here we have to read. So this is the first sutram. So Kriyavachaka, Kriyavachini Shabdaha, Bu, Yeda, second dhatu in the Dhatupata, Yeda Vruddhau. All these are words, Shabdaha. Bhuvadaya dhatu is Dvipadam Sutra. This sutra has got two padam. Bhuvadaya. Bhuvadaya is a compound, samasaha. Bhuscha vascha bhuvau. Bhuvau. Bhuscha vascha bhuvau. Itra danda samasa. Va can be taken as a dhatu also. Va gati gandhana yoho. Iti second conjugation dhatu. Adadi gana dhatu. So, Bhuvadayaha. So if you see the compound, Bhu Vadi Adihi Bhu and then Va. So this the Va that Va is Gati Gandhana Yoho, the sense of movement and Gandhana smell, Vati. This is the way the compound can be interpreted is Bhuvadeha is Pratama Vibhakti Bhagavachana. Bhuvadeha Vantri. Dhatuvaha also Vantri. Dhatu Dhatavaha. In that Bhuscha Vascha Bhuvau. So Bhu, first conjugation dhatu. Va we can take it as second conjugation dhatu. So only two conjugation dhatu is mentioned. It stands for other conjugation also. Bhu means not the first dhatu of the first conjugation alone. There also we have to supply adi. Bhu adihi, va adihi. So therefore, Bhuscha Vascha Bhuvau, to two dhatus. So Bhuvau Adi Yesham Te Bhuvadayaha iti Bhagavadigi Samasa. So Bhu Adihi Va Adihi. Adi is a common word. So Bhuscha Vascha Bhuvau. Bhuvau, it is Dvivachanam. For Adi, that also Dvivachanam. Yesham Te Bhuvadayaha iti Bhagavadigi Samasaha. Referring to the dhatus, a list of dhatus, beginning with Bhu, the first conjugation, Va, second conjugation, similarly other conjugation. The collection of dhatus in the Dhatupata. So, Bhu Adi, Va Adi. Why these two? Why? It could have been just Bhu then adi, adihi, vadihi, why bhuvadihi? They give different interpretations. So, bhu adi, that is bhu shabda, and that adi is there. That adi is pravritti, etc. in that sense. The second va adi, there it is prakara vachaka shabda, prakara vachana shabda. So therefore, bhu pravrittayaha, bhu, etc. va sadrishaha, datavaha, bhuvadayaha. That is, va is, bhu is sattaya, but va is denotes an action. That is why here in the introduction website, he says, Bhu ityadayah kriyavachini arte prayuktaha. Kriyavachini is, here you can see the vigraha, what I told it is also is here. Bhuscha vascha bhu bhuvau iti dvandvaha itretro dvandva samasa. Adi shabdayoho vyavastha prakara vachinoho ekasheshaha. So bhu adihi, va adihi, adihi, adischa, adischa, adi, therefore bhuvau, adi, yesham te iti vigraha, bhu pravritayah, bhu etc. va is sadrishaha. Sadrishyam cha kriya vachi tena iti abhiprayah kriya vachina. Kriya vachina iti kim, there is some typo is there. So if you see, this is Tattva Bodhini. So in Kashika also, Bhu iti evam adeha kriya achara shabdaha. So Bhu iti shabda and words denoting action. So that is kriya vachini shabdaha is action. The dhatu the shabda, Bhu iti shabdaha, then va iti the shabdas which denotes action. They are called dhatus. Bhu is to become, the sattayam, the sense of being. So, in order to make it very clear, dhatu denotes action. Va, that shabda also is added. That is how the explanation is given. Because bhu, what is the action there? Bhu is, though it's a kriya, verb, we say dhatu is a shabda, dhatu shabda. But there is no action as such. Bhu in the sense of being, just being. So that is why he says, when we read, we will understand. Kriya words indicate action. So that from here we read, we understand. So bhu, etc. There are dhatus like bhu, etc. and kriyavachaka shabdas. So therefore, all these kriya means that is eating, walking, sleeping, not eating, walking, sleeping also. That's an action. All these are action. So therefore, and also we can interpret the other way, just as not saying bhuvadeha. So it says by va, by adding not only first conjugation, all the other conjugation also. So that is why va, the word shabda, the va shabda also is in the sutra. Otherwise, the sutra could have been just written bhu, then adi, bhuvadayaha iti. The sutra could have been written. Why va is required? Va referring to the dhatu, second conjugation dhatu. Therefore, it is the dhatu sanya is for all the conjugations. That is one interpretation. Some people say va is mangala shabdaha. Like Atha, it's a Mangala Shabda, Va also Mangala Shabda. So Mangala Shabda, first dhatu, therefore for Mangalyartham it is placed. That also some interpretation is there. So that is going to be the discussion here. From here now. Ganesh, you read, I will explain. Vadaya, from here we have to read. Akarasya grana kimartam. Please read.
So भूवादयः इति शब्दे वकारग्रहणस्य प्रयोजनम्.
As I said, the sutra could have been Vadaya, right? Like Vadigana we say. Vadaya dhataha is enough. Bhu adihi yesham te Vadaya iti Bahurigi samasa. Referring to the rest of dhatus, beginning with the Bhu. Therefore, Vadaya. Why is there? So, Vakara. It's not Vakara. Okay, Vakara. Grahasya prayojanam kim uttamasti. Please read.
प्रकृतसूत्रे पाणिनिना भूवादयः इत्यत्र वकारः स्थापितः अस्ति. भूवा आदयः इति अत्र पदविग्रहः. अत्र वकारग्रहणं माङ्गल्यार्थम् उपयुज्यते इति प्रकृतसूत्रस्य भाष्यकारेण स्पष्टीक्रियते.
Let us see Bhashyam. Bhuvadayo dhataha kutaha ayam vakaraha yadi tavas samhitaya nirdesha kriyate vadyaha iti bhavitavyam. That's what I said. Why Bhuvadayaha is there? Why Vakara is there? You can make it Bhuvadayaha iti. Ataha Bhu plus Adi Bhuvadi. That is Samhita Sandhi will happen. Therefore Vadyaha will come. But here it is not Sandhi. Bhu and Va is there. It's a Yen Sandhi. There is no Sandhi at all, right? Ataha, for Ataha, Asamhitaya, Bhuvadeha iti, Bhavitavyam. Okay, if Sandhi is not there, then Bhuvadeha. Vadinam, Vakarahayam, Mangalartham, Priyujyate. It is Vakara, it is used, Pashikara says, it is for Mangalartham, auspiciousness. Mangalika, Acharyaha, Makataha, Shastaugasya, Mangalartham, Akaram Agavam Payumte. Mangaladini. Okay, those points are given here. Vakara is for Mangalartham. Mangala Shabda is Vakara. There are some Shabdas which are auspicious Shabda. Om Omkaraschata Shabdascha Dvaveto Brahmanah Pura Kantam Vitva Viniryato Tasman Mangalika Babo. We say Atha is Mangala Shabda. That is why Brahma Sutra begins with Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Similarly, Vakara also Mangala Shabda iti Bhashyakara says. So Prakrito Sutre Paninina Bhuvadeha iti Vakara Stapitaha. Bhu, then Va, then Adeha. Adeha, etc. So why Vakara is there? Bhu, Va, Adeha iti Pada Vigraha. Here Vakara Grahan is for Mangalyartham, for Mangala Shabda. It is Prakrita Suktasya Bhashyakarena. Bhashyakara Spashtikriyate. Bhashyakara in the Bhashyam, he says, Va is for Mangala Shabda, Va is, therefore it is Yujyate. Bhu plus Va plus Adeha, that is Sandhi, Vadeha. So Bhu Vadeha iti, the Sutra, Prathama Padam. Now, then you may ask, Mangala shouldn't be at the beginning. No, not required. Mangala Shabda, the Prarthana, the prayer can be anywhere. It can be in the beginning, it can be in the middle, it can be the end of the text. Mangala Shabda should be there, Prarthana should be there, prayer should be there. Prayer are the words indicating auspiciousness. Mangala Shabda should be there. That is the tradition. Please read.
Mangaladini, Mangama Madhyani,
Mangala Madhyamani. It is not Mangama.
Mangama.
Mangala.
मङ्गलमध्यानि मङ्गलान्तानि च शास्त्राणि प्रथन्ते इति उक्त्वा अत्र भाष्यकारः स्पष्टीकरोति यत् शास्त्रग्रन्थेषु सामान्यरूपेण प्रारम्भे मध्ये तथा च अन्ते इति त्रिषु स्थलेषु मङ्गलाचरणं कृतं दृश्यते.
So Mangaladini, it could be the Adi beginning, Mangala Madhyani or Mangalantani. Pratante is Pratadatu. Pratate, Pratete, Pratante. Iti Shastrani Pratante iti Uktva Bhashyakara Spashtikaroti. In the Shastra Granteshu, Prarambeva, Madhyeva, Atha Anteva, Mangalacharanam Kritam Drishyate. It is seen, Mangalacharanam is done. So here it is given in the middle. It's okay. Therefore, that's to substantiate. Why is Mangala Shabda? Yeah, please do read.
इमाम् एव प्रथाम् अनुसृत्य सूत्रपाठस्य मध्यस्थले विद्यमानं मङ्गलाचरणं वकारेण कृतम् अस्ति इति अत्र भाष्यकारस्य आशयः.
So he has placed Vakara in the middle. So Madhyasthara Vidyamanam Mangalacharanam Vakarena Kritam. By Vakara. Vakara is auspicious Shabda. So place Vakara in the beginning. In the beginning of this sutra. Okay. This is Bhashyakara says. Mahabhashyakara Sutra Patasya Madhyasthale Vidyamanam Mangalacharanam Vakarena Kritam Stiti Bhashyakaraha Bhashyakarasya Ashrayaha Sutra Patasya Madhyasthale. In the middle of the Sutra Pata. Sutra Pata also is a text, Shastra. So, Vriddhi Radej, Vriddhi hi Pratha Sutra, Vriddhi is Mangala Shabda. Vriddhi, that is Brihi Vriddhau, in that meaning, Mangala Shabda. In the middle also. Middle, not exactly at the middle. It means somewhere in the middle also. So this is in 131. So Madhyasthale. The sutra itself, Mangala, Vakara is there, iti Bhashyakara says. So the beginning, first sutra, 111. In the middle of the sutra pata, 131. And Antecha. So Mangala Shabda, it is seen in the Shastra. So Bhashyakara explains this Vakara to be the Madhyama Mangala. So Mangala Charanam is done in the middle. With Vakara Mangala Charanam Kriyate iti. But Kashikakara differs. Please read.
काशिकाकारेण तु अत्र कश्चन अन्यः पक्षः अपि प्रदर्शितः अस्ति.
Kashikara, it differs. In fact, that seems to be, anyway, Bhashyakara also, it's fine, cannot say. But Kashikara gives an interesting point. It gives another paksha. Anyaha pakshaha, another paksha, another side, another point. No, taking another side, and he presents why va is, what is significance of va in the sutra. Please read.
So अस्मिन् पक्षे भूवादयः शब्दस्य भू प्लस वादयः इति विग्रहः क्रियते. अत्र विद्यमानस्य भू शब्दस्य अर्थः क्रियासामान्यः, a general action इति स्वीक्रियते, न हि भू धातुः इति.
Please continue reading.
एवमेव वादयः इति शब्दस्य अर्थः यः वाचकत्वेन विधीयते सः इंडिकेटर इति अत्र गृह्यते. अनेन क्रियासामान्याः अर्थाः यैः शब्दैः वाचकत्वेन विधीयन्ते ते शब्दाः धातुसंज्ञका भवन्ति. Words that indicate a general action. इति अर्थः लभ्यते.
Yeah, please read.
धातुपाठे विद्यमानानां शब्दानां क्रियावाचिनि अर्थे एव धातुसंज्ञा भवति. अन्येषु अर्थेषु न इति अत्र आशयः. अत एव भूशब्दस्य पृथिवी अस्मिन् अर्थे धातुसंज्ञा न भवति.
So now you know. That's why I asked you to read the whole paragraph. Kashikakara, he gives another interpretation. Kashikakarena tu atra kaschana anya pakshaha, another side, another aspect is shown by Kashikakara. In Bhu Vadayaha, Bhu plus Vadayaha, you can take the Vigraha Vakya to be like Bhu plus Vadayaha. Bhu, if you take Vadayaha, Bhu Shabda should not take Bhu to be, Bhu is a Shabda. Dhatu is a Shabda. Bhu can mean Prithvi, so one may think Bhu to be Prithvi. Ukaranta Shabda, Bhuhu, Bhuvau, Bhuvaha. So, therefore, Bhu, but here Bhu is it does it mean Prithvi? No. It's not a Shabda. It is not in that sense, the word indicating Prithvi. Bhu is just an action. It is Kriya Samanya. Therefore, Bhu Shabdasya Artha Kriya Samanya iti Svikriyate Nahi Bhu Dhatu iti Atra Vidyamanasya. Nahi Bhu Dhatu iti Evameva Vadeha iti Shabdasya Artha Yaha Vachakatvena Vidiyate Saha. That the Shabda, by that what is indicated. Anena Kriya Samanyaha Artaha Yegi Shabdehi Vachakatvena Vidiyante Te Shabdaha Dhatu Sangikaha Bhavanti. Shabdaha, the words by which Kriya Samanyaha Artaha, the actions which are there, they are indicated. They are called Dhatuhu. So Dhatu Pata Vidyamananam Kriya Vachini Arte. Therefore, the words, the Shabdas which are there in the Dhatu Pata, they are the indicators of the action. It is not used in other sense meaning, other senses. Therefore, Bhu Shabdasya Asmin, Bhu iti Prithvi Asmin ete Dhatu Sanya na Bhavati. The Bhu we cannot take to be the meaning, Bhu to be the Prithvi. We cannot take. So therefore, it is Bhu plus Vadeyaha. By taking this, the Va means, Va is Vachakatvena Vidiyate. That is Va. Yaha Vachakatvena Vidiyate Saha. Bhu, therefore, Bhu doesn't mean Prithvi. By the word Bhu, what is indicated, that is Kriya Samanyaha, is what is indicated by the Shabda Bhu. That's the meaning. So, Vachakatvena Vidiyate iti Saha. Vadeha iti Shabdasya Artaha. Meaning of the Vadeha. This is interpretation given by Kashikakara. Vadeha meaning that which is indicated. Vachaka is the word. Yaha, that which is indicated, is called Vadeha. So by Bhu, what is indicated is Bhu meaning here not Prithvi. It is action. Sattayam, it's action. So Kriya Samanya, general action. So that is what is indicated by the word. So therefore, should not take the meaning of the Shabda Bhu to be Prithvi. Iti Kashikakara says, therefore, the words which are indicative of action get a sanya dhatu. All are Shabdas only. But what kind of Shabdas are they? Rama is a Shabda. Bhu is also a Shabda. But Rama is not an indicator of action. But Bhu is an indicator of action. So, taking the meaning of the word Vadeha to be the indicator, Vadeha, the meaning of the word Vadeha is Yaha Vachakatva Vidiyate Saha Va. So for Vadeyaha. So that which is the indicator of Bhu is Kriya Samanya. It's a verb. It denotes an action. So the words which are indicative of action, they get a Sanya Dhatu. So explaining like this, so Bhu cannot have the meaning of Prithvi. Iti Kashikara says. Kashikara explanation is very good. Bhu iti evamadev shabdaha kriyavachanaha. They are kriyavachanaha, they are actions, verbal, their actions. Dhatu sanyakaha bhavanti. Yata bhu bhavati eda edate spardha spardate. Dhatu shabdaha purvacharya sanya. Purvacharya sanya means the sanya is used by purvacharya. So the same sanya, Panini Maharshi also, the same word he uses. Techa kriya vachananam sanyam kritavantaha. Kriya vachananam sanyam, the name, sanya is name. Kriya vachana is vachana, the shabda, words indicating action. They get a sanya, dhataha iti. Tat iha api purvacharya sanya shayanat kriya vachinam eva bhuvadinam dhatu sanya vidiyate. So, purvacharya sanya shayanat. So, taking recourse to purvacharya sanya, words indicating actions, they are denoted by the sanya dhatuhu. Bhuvadinam vakarahayam mangalartaha praryujyate. Bhuvo vartham vadanti iti vartaha va vadaya smadaha. One karika also he says. So varta is vadanti iti vartaha. So therefore, vadanti iti vartaha, so vartaha vadeha avadeha iti smrtaha by this vartika, by karika. So vadeha could be vadanti iti, that which are indicative of what? Who is kriya. Kriya samanya, the actions. So those shabdas which are indicative of actions, they get the sanya dhatuhu. That is why kriyavachini shabdaha dhatu sanyakaha iti. The beginning itself, yes, given. This is based on the interpretation of Kashika. Kriyavachini arte ye shabdaha praryujyante tesham nama dhataha iti. Okay. So meaning of the word vadeha can know from the karika itself. Vadanti iti vadeha. Those vadanti iti vadeha, that which are indicative of what? Bhu. Bhu is the verb, the sense of being. It's an action. Bhu. Okay. So therefore, Bhu is not Prithvi. That also he makes very clear. Bhu, don't take the Bhu to be Prithvi. Asminarte na prayujyate. Kriyavachi. So Kriyavachi vadeha dhatavaha iti. Okay. So dhatu, that Kriyavachi, that could be anything. Sakarmaka, akarmaka. Doesn't matter. We can take another meaning also. Bhu is the akarmaka dhatu. Va is Bhu. See, Bhu, the sense of being. Va makes it very clear. Va is Vati. So there an action is there. Va means Gati, gatyarthaka dhatu, there is movement. So it makes very clear. Therefore, bu, by adding va to the dhatu, bu, here we cannot take the bu to be the prithvi because two words are when they are used together. If va is a verb, how can bu be a prithvi? We cannot take bu to be a prithvi. Therefore, so va is, it's an action. Bu, how can be a bu could be a word other than the verb. So it also has to be a shabda indicating the verb. So to make it clear, va shabda also is used along with bu in the sutra. So that is that's what it is. In fact, okay. Then we can say then we can just vadaya dhataha itself. But the first dhatu is bu dhatu, right? The dhatu pada begins with the bu. Bu is mangala shabda also. So that also to be included. And also should be made very clear that bu is not a shabda in meaning prithvi. So it is a verb. Therefore, va is also added. So bu adayaha. So we can give many interpretations like that. Bhashyakara gives va is mangala shabda. That is another interpretation. Kashikakara interpretation seems to be very good. So va is taking the meaning of va to be vadanti iti vadayaha vachakatvena vidiyate saha. Therefore, words which are indicative of actions, they again join the sanya, dhatu. That is the meaning. It's clear, right? So you can
Yes.
take the Kashika, Karika is very clear. Second line of the Kashika. Vaha Vartam Vadanti iti Vartaha Savadayaha. That which tells Vadayaha. So that is what in the interpretation he has given. Paschakatve Vidiyate Saha. Indicator, that's a translation. So words which are indicative of action, Kriyavachini Tarte Kriyavachaka Shabdaha Dhatavaha iti. Okay, now there are different types of dhatus that he says. Please read.
औपदेशिकधातवः सौत्रधातवः आतिदेशिकधातवः.
So, Upadeshika dhatoha is this Bhuvadeha dhatoha. Atideshika dhatoha Sanadyantaha dhatoha. Sutra dhatoha is the dhatus which are the Sutra Pata itself. There are some dhatus, not many, one or two. Sutra dhatoha, that we know only from the Sutra Pata. So, like Riteriyang, Riteriyang, this dhatu, it's not in the Sutra Pata. So, it's not in the Dhatu Pata. It is in the Sutra Pata. So like that, we have some dhatu, very few. In fact, only one is there, I think. Not sure to see. Okay, please read.
संस्कृतव्याकरणे धातूनां त्रयः प्रकाराः सन्ति. औपदेशिकाः धातवः, सौत्राः धातवः, आतिदेशिकाः धातवः इति.
So,
तदित्थं
Sautraha is a Tadita word. Sutre Bhavaha Sautram. Tadita word. Tatra Bhavaha and Sutram is there. Tatra Bhavaha is a Tadita Sutra. Tatra Bhavaha, 4-3-53. That is Sutra. Tatra Bhavaha Kutra Bhavaha Sutra Pate Bhava. Sutre Bhavaha Sautraha. So that is Tadita Sutra. By that, Tadita Pratyaya is added and you get the form. Like Srugne Bhavaha Srugnaha, right? Maturaha Rashtraha, like that. Sutre Bhavaha Sautraha iti Sautra Dhatu, it's a Tadita word. Okay. Sautra Dhatus. Please read.
औपदेशिकाः धातवः धातुपाठे साक्षात् विद्यमानाः इत्युक्ते भूवादयो
It's a
धातवः
typo. Ityukte, not ityakte. There is no word ityakte, right?
इत्युक्ते इत्युक्ते भूवादयो धातवः 131 इति प्रकृतसूत्रेण निर्दिष्टाः धातवः औपदेशिकाः धातवः नाम्ना ज्ञायन्ते.
So, understand, right?
Yes.
Given the dhatu pada, saksha vidyamanaha, ye dhatoha dhatu pate, te aupadeshikaha dhatovaha. Okay.
एतेषां साक्षात् उपदेशः धातुपाठे कृतः अस्ति, अतः औपदेशिकधातवः इति येषां नाम.
Aupad, this is one. Okay. Aupadeshika is also Dadita word. Like Upanishadam Brahma, similarly Upadeshika, the word. What pratyaya to see? Can see Upadeshika must be Upadesha, Tasyekaha, Ika pratyaya. Tadita pratyaya must be Ikaha. Tatra bhavaha, Tasyekaha by that sutra. Upadesha plus Tak. Then Ta is replaced by Tasyekaha. Ta is replaced by Ika. Tak pratyaya. Kitva Iticha by that sutra, Adi Vidhi will happen. Who will become Au. And Upadesha plus Ika. Yasyeticha by that. That Akara will go away. Therefore, Upadesh plus Ika, Upadeshika, iti rupam will come. So, Upadesha plus Tak pratyaya. That's one pratyaya Tak. So, I think we have seen in some other context, just Tadita pratyaya. Yes, I'll type and then delete how the word comes. Upadesha. So it is Upadesha plus Tak pratyaya, Upadeshika. Upadesha plus, there is one pratyaya Tak. Tatra bhavaha in that artha. And Ta is, yeah, Ta, Kitvad. This is Tadita pratyaya. Kitvad Adi Vriddhi will happen. Taditeshu achamade ke kiticha sutram is there. So Upadesha. Takara is italet. Therefore Ta alone is there. And another sutra is that Takara will be replaced by Ika. One sutram is there. Tasyekaha. Now this is a Tadita Pratyaya. Upadesha plus Ika. Then Yaseticha by that A will go away. Therefore you will have Upadesh. Upadesh plus Ika. Upadeshika. The word Upadeshika derived. So you will see the Sutra Pata Tasyekaha one Sutram. Takara is a pratyaya. It's replaced by Ika. Angat parasya pratyasya adu vidyamanasya takarasya ikadesha bhavati. Here itself some example. Like Revati plus Tak. Revati plus Tak. Kitvat. This is Tadita pratyaya. So Adi Vriddhi will happen. Re will become. A is guna letter. Vriddhi will be I. Kiticha by that sutram. Revati. Then Takara is replaced by the sutra Ika. And Ika Yasyeticha will apply. By that E will go away. So Revatika. The Tadita Rupam of Revati is Revati, Revatika. So Lavana will become Lavanika. All these forms are like that. So similarly, Upadesha becomes Upadeshika. Tatra Bhavaha. By that meaning, it comes. Okay, please read. Now Sautraha Dhatoha.
स्तोत्राः दातवः केचन दातवः धातुपाठे न विद्यन्ते परन्तु अष्टाध्याय्याः सूत्रेण तेषां निर्देशः लभ्यते। यथा ऋतेरीयम् ऋतेरीयम् इत्यस्मिन् सूत्रे ऋत् इत्यस्मात् धातोः पाणिनिना इयङ् प्रत्ययः उक्तः अस्ति। वस्तुतः पाणिनीयधातुपाठे ऋत् इति न कश्चन धातुः विद्यते, परन्तु अत्र सूत्रनिर्देश सामर्थ्यात् अस्य धातुत्वम् अवश्यम् एव स्वीक्रियते। एतादृशाः धातवः ये अष्टाध्याय्याः सूत्रेषु उद्धृताः सन्ति, ते सौत्राः धातवः नाम्ना ज्ञायन्ते। सूत्रे विद्यमानाः धातवः इति अर्थः।
विद्यमानः तत्र भवः, saying तदित सूत्र, तत्र भवः सूत्रे भवः, सूत्रे विद्यमानाः धातवः सूत्र धातवः. This is not in the धातुपाठ. धातुपाठे न विद्यन्ते. कुत्र विद्यन्ते? अष्टाध्यायः. Some only few dhatus are there. So yata riteriyang. It says Ritu Dhatu is not in the Dhatu Pata, but here you can know Riteriyang is 3129. 3129 is Dhatu section. So Ritehe Dhatoho Yang Pratyaha Bhavat. Yang Adeshaha Bhavati. So Yang will come. Yang Pratyaha, not Adesha. Yang Pratyaya only. Ritu Dhatu, there is no Ritu Dhatu. So Ritu Dhatu will take Yang Pratyaya. So from the Sutra Pata itself, we know that's Dhatu Rit, not seen in Dhatu Pata. Therefore, because the Sutram is there, Sutra Nirdesha Samarthyat, therefore, Asya Shabdasya Dhatuttam Avasyam Svikriyate. This has to be considered as a Dhatu alone. So these are Sutraha, Dhatoha. So Ashtadhyaya Sutreshu Udritaha Santi Etadrshaha Dhatoha. But only few are there, very few. I know only one, this Riteriyang. Other dhatus, maybe it's located someplace, we have to see. Now, next one, Kameshwari, you read. Atideshika, Tatavaha.
आतिदेशिक धातवः अष्टाध्याय्यां विद्यमानाः सनादयः प्रत्ययाः यदा प्रातिपदिक
Ashtadhyayayam or Ashtadhyayam?
ध्यायायाम्
Now read properly.
अष्टाध्याय्याम्
Where is Dhyayayam?
अष्टाध्यायी
Nadyam. Ashtadhyayam. Nadi Shabda Saptami is
नद्याम्
Nadyam, Gauryam. Nadyam, Gauryam, right? Like that. Ashtadhyayam, not Ashtadhyayayam. No. Ramayam Akaranta. Ashtadhyayi Ikaranta. Ashtadhyayam only, not Dhyayayam. Strong reading. Understand? What is written is you are not reading. Right? Please read.
अष्टाध्याय्यां विद्यमानाः सनादयः प्रत्ययाः यदा प्रातिपदिकेभ्यः उत धातुभ्यः प्रयुज्यन्ते तदा सनाद्यन्ता धातवः 132 इति सूत्रेण नूतनानां धातूनां नूतनानां धातूनां निर्माणं भवति। तथा पुत्रम् आत्मनः इच्छति अस्मिन् अर्थे पुत्र इत्यस्मात् शब्दात् काम्यच् इति प्रत्ययः विधीयते चेत् पुत्रकाम्य इति यः नूतनः शब्दः सिद्ध्यति तस्य सनाद्यन्तदातवः 132 इत्यनेन सूत्रेण धातुसंज्ञा भवति।
Okay. Ashtadhyayam Vidyamanaha Sanadyaha is Sanadi Pratyaha. There are 12 pratyas are there, starting from sun. Where is sun? The Sutra Pata. Guptichkit Byasan. That is the Sutra. Fifth Sutra. Onwards. There are sutras, there are pratyas in the Ashtadhyayi up to Sanadhyanta Data, which is 3.132. Those 12 pratyas are there. Those shabda ending with these pratyas, the shabdas which ending with these pratyas are called Sanadhyantaha Datavaha iti. You see the sutras, 315, Guptichkitbhya Sun, third chapter, first section, fifth sutra. Sun is one pratyaya. Then we have Kyach is another pratyaya. Kamya is another pratyaya. 9th sutra. 11th sutra, Kyang. And Kyesh, 13th sutra. So, similarly, we have another Kyach and Puchabanda Chivaram Ning pratyaya. And here one Nich is there. Tatore Kacho Alade Kriya Samibihare Yang pratyaya. And Churadibhyaha Nich pratyaya. Then Kandadibhyaha Yak pratyaya. And with the dhatus, gupu, etc. Aya pratyaya. The nrit dhatu taking yang pratyaya. Kam dhatu taking ning pratyaya. And all these pratyas, these pratyas are denoted by the word sanad dayaha. Sanadyantaha means those shabdas ending with sanadi, this san adi, this 12 pratyas. They enjoy the sanya dhatu. So sanadayaha, sanadyantaha. Sanadaya referring to the pratyas beginning with the sun, that is the fifth sutra. Sanadyantaha is shabdas ending with sanadi. Sanadayaha, sanadi pratyas. Those shabdas also enjoy the sanya dhatavaha. Therefore, they are derived dhatus. Atideshika dhatus. Atidesha, from that word is derived, atideshika, derived. One example is given here. So sanadayaha yada pratipadikebhyaha uta dhatubhyaha prayujyante. There are some pratyas, among the 12 pratyas, there are some pratyas which can be added to a pratipadikam and you derive a dhatu. Some can be added to a dhatu resulting in another dhatu, like nich, etc. So a dhatu can be derived from a pratipadikam. A dhatu can be derived from a dhatu, another dhatu also. So from pratipadikam we can derive a dhatu, yes. Those dhatus are called nama dhatus, sub dhatus otherwise. So therefore we get new dhatus. Those dhatus are called Aupadeshika dhatavaha. This is not a Paninian terminology, which is just we use. Now example you can see. Putraha atmanam ichchati, desires son for himself. So putra is shabda. And that can be converted into a dhatu. Putra is a pratipadika. By adding kamya pratyaya, we get putra kamya. Putra kamya iti dhatu, not a shabda. The meaning of the dhatu putra kamya is putraha atmanam ichchati. That is the meaning. So therefore, nutana dhatuhu putra kamya iti nutana dhatuhu kamya pratyayam putra shabdena yojagitva siddhyati. Therefore, sanadyantaha dhatuha, by that it gets a sanya dhatu. Therefore, we can do in all, derive the lakaras, different lakaras. In all the lakaras, we can get the forms. Latterlang, lotling, and all the other dhatu lakaras. So, putra kamyati, putra kamyataha, putra kamyanti, and putra kamyasi, putra kamyataha, putra kamyata. So, we can do in all the Purusha and Vachanam. So, Atmanam, Putram Atmanaha Ichchati. Desires son for himself. That is the meaning. Putra instead of Putra, Rishabha, why not? Rishabhakamya, you can say any word. But Kamich Pratyaya, when you add certain Angakarya also will happen, that we have to see. There is one sutra, no? Kamyacha, I think that it comes. So that whatever Angakarya, that we have to do. Here nothing happens. Putra Kamya. So, Aseva Dhatoho, please read.
अस्येव धातोः अग्रे पुत्रकाम्यति पुत्रकाम्यतु अपुत्रकाम्यत् एतादृशानि तिङन्तरूपाणि एवमेव कृदन्तरूपाणि च भवितुम् अर्हन्ति.
Putra Kamyati, what lakara? Lat lakara. Kamyati, Kamyataha, Lat lakara. Putra Kamyatu?
Lot lakara.
Aputra Kamyatu?
Lang lakara.
All these are Tingantarupani. Putra Kamya is, we can have Kridanta also, we can add Nishta Pratyaya, Shatru Pratyaya. What will be the Shatranta Rupam?
Putra Kamyan.
Putra Kamyat, Pratipadikam.
Pratipadikam, okay.
Putra Kamya, new dhatu, and that will be treated to be Vadi dhatu, right? First conjugation. So, Putra Kamya plus Shatru, then Shap will come. So, Putra Kamya plus Shap, Atogune Pararupasandhi. Putra Kamya plus again Pararupasandhi. Pratipadikam will be Putra Kamyata. You can decline in Pullinga. Putra Kamyan, Putra Kamyantau, Putra Kamyantaha, Putra Kamyantam. So, Nishta Pratyaya also, why not? What Nishta Pratyaya, what will the form?
Putra Kamyataha.
No. Think and say. Nishta Pratyaya, what will be the form? Putra Kamya is there. Ta Pratyaya. This is Adadhatuka Pratyaya. Adadhatuka Pratyaya Pare, this is ending with Anga, ending with Akara. The Akara becomes Lopaha. And this is Anekaj Dhatu. Therefore, Dhatu will set or anate. You know that. Set or anate. Anekaj Dhatu. Therefore, set. Ittahama will come. Adadhatuka Pratyaya Valadi. Don't forget. This is Adadhatuka Pratyaya. Therefore, when Adadhatuka Pratyaya follows the Anga ending with Akara, that A will drop. Right? Ato Lopaha. Sutram. Therefore, Putra Kam Itaha. It's a form. Putra Kamita. For Tavatu, if suppose if we had Putra Kamitavan or Putra Kamitavatu Pratipadikam Itavat. Then we can decline all the gender. Putra Kamitavan, Putra Kamitavantau. So like that. Any Pratyaya. So These are Kridanta Rupani. Right?
Here Halanta should be there. Kamya. Kamya. Putra Kamya. Like Akara ending, no? Putra Kamya. Is it? So Akara Lopa will be there. So therefore Putra Kamya plus Itavat, Putra Kamyitavat.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I heard. Putra Kamitavat. Not A plus E is Guna.
Okay.
Akara Lopa happens. I've done. And the final form will be like this. Ato Lopaha. Sutra.
Yes, Ji.
And Adadhatuka Pratyaya follows the Anga ending with Akara. Akara becomes Lopaha. So therefore, Nishta Pratyaya, Shatru Pratyaya, Putra Kamya plus Shatru Pratyaya, whatever Shanash, whatever it is, you can add. This being a Sardhatuka Pratyaya, for Gana Vikarna will come, Katari Shap. And can it cause an Engakarya? No. Just do Pararupa Sandhya Togune, Putra Kamya. And here also it is At Pararupa Sandhya, nothing happens. Putra Kamyat Pratipadikam. Srilinga Putra Kamyati. Okay, what? Not Srilinga, what will be the form? Putra Kamyanti, it will be. Don't be so much because it is Adantanga, first conjugation. Shapshanor Nityam. Putra Kamyanti will be the Srilinga Rupam. You have to remember Shatru, we have seen in detail. So like that, Kridantas also can be added. Putra Kamya plus, okay, suppose Tva Pratyaya. This is Tva. Itakama will come. Like again, same thing. Ato Lopaha will happen. For Putra Kamyitva. Kavitva. If you have upasarga, then it becomes lyap. So all those things can be done. Right?
Mm.
So this is a new dhatu. This is Aupadeshika dhatu. Don't worry, we don't have such forms in all the language. Otherwise, it will go. How many things? We'll have a huge, words. But maybe some places would have used. To use that and all, the context should be there, and we should have so much knowledge also. We should be aware of this derivation and then use also. It's not that much easy. So how much mastery over language is required to use? Only people like Kalidasa can do. So evam eva kridant rupani cha bhavitum arhanti. Okay, please read from Etadrshaha.
एतादृशाः सर्वे धातवः ये सनादिप्रत्ययानां योजनेन सिद्ध्यन्ति ते आदिदेशिकाः धातवः नाम्ना ज्ञायन्ते.
It's clear, right?
Yeah.
Sanadi pratyas result in sanadyantaha dhatavaha. Okay, then.
निजन्ताः यथा पट् प्लस् निज् पाटि, सनन्ताः यथा पट् प्लस् सन् पिपटिष, यज्ञन्ताः यथा पट् प्लस् यङ् पापट्य. एते सर्वे अपि आदिदेशिकधातुषु एव अन्तर्भवन्ति यतः एते सर्वे अपि सनादिप्रत्ययान्तशब्दाः एव सन्ति.
So in that pat plus niche we know, party. What happens here? What angakarya? Pato padayaha vruddhihi.
Part and
72116. Pat to become part. Part content of niche is E.
So party.
Pat plus sun, we know.
Duplication.
Pat will undergo duplication.
Mm-hmm.
Then abhyasa karya, pat, pa become P. Then pipat, and this is set dhatu. Itakama will come, pipatisha, shattam also. Pat plus yang, we are doing that. Pat plus yang, again same thing, duplication. Then dirgaha, kitaha, by that a. Then papat, papatya. Right, inganta. All these are sanadi, anta, shabdaha, therefore dhatavaha. You can derive all the lakaras, kridantas, etc. I think we have done long back, very long back. Nijanta, dhatunam, kridanta forms, lakara forms, etc. Sumari pipatisha, papatya. Papatya dhatu is, we can do kridanta also. Shatranta, nishta, all these things are possible. Pipatisha plus ta pratyaya. What is the rupam? Nishta pratyaya.
Pipatishita.
Yeah, pipatishitaha, pipatishitavan, like that, right? Okay. Please continue. Etesham sarvesham.
एतेषां सर्वेषां परिगणनं धातुपाठे नैव कृतं विद्यते. अतः भूवादयो धातवः 131 इति सूत्रेण एतेषां धातुसंज्ञा नैव भवति. अपि तु सनाद्यन्ता धातवः 3132 इत्यनेन सूत्रेण एतेषु शब्देषु धातुसंज्ञायाः आतिदेशं सुपर् इम्पोसिशन् अतिदेशं सुपर् इम्पोसिशन् कृत्वा एतेषां धातुः इति संज्ञा विधीयते. अत एव एतेषाम् आतिदेशिकधातवः इति नाम दत्तम् अस्ति.
Atidesham can be translated to the extension. Dhatu Sanya is extended to these Shabdas also. These are not enumerated in the Dhatu Pata. The Dhatu Pata, how many it will can accommodate? These are all derived and there is no fixed number. So you can derive as many dhatus as dhatus as possible. So there is no limit to it. Therefore, etesham parikaranam na kritam asti, dhatu pate. And they are atidesha extended. Extension of dhatus. Therefore, atideshikaha iti namna ayate. So this is his sutra. Okay, Kashika also we read.
Okay, Kashika.
No, not
Bhu-
required. No, not required.
Ah,
We have read Kashika. Siddhanta Kaumadi, only one number one. Kriya Vachinaha, Bhadayaha, Dhatu Sanya,
Sanya.
Tahas, Shihu. Fine. The next sutra is Sanadyantaha, Dhataha in the list. To derive Tinganta Rupam, we should know what is a Dhatu. So that is a basic element. And then the Pratyaya. So first we have to take the basic element Dhatu, understand what Dhatu is, and Dhatus are of these types. And after that Dhatu, once we get Dhatu has to be processed, to be prepared for adding Pratyaya. Those sutras are given here. There are some of the preparing the Dhatu. Then Pratyaya is knowledge of the Pratyaya. So that is what we are going to see. Next sutra is Sanadyantaha, Dhataha, next sutra, 3132. I think Bhuadeha Dhataha must be clear. This much explanation is more than enough. We have read all. Now Sanadyantaha, Parvatiji, you can read.
Yes. Sanadyanta Dhatava.
Yeah, Sanadyantaha Dhataha. This is Sanadyantaha is Bhagavrihi.
Bahuvrihi Samsa.
This is also Dvipadam Sutra, right?
Yes.
Sanadyantaha Dhatavaha. Sanadyantaha Pratipadikam is Sanadyanta.
Okay.
Sanadyanta Bhagavachanam Sanadyantaha. Dhatu Dhataha Bhagavachanam. What is the Vigraha Vakya of Sanadyantaha? Sanadi.
Sanadi Antaha.
Yeshamte.
Eshamte.
Sanadi. Sanadi. San Adihi. Yeshamte. Right? Sanadayaha. Two words are there. Sanadi is one word, Anta is another word. Okay. Therefore, we have to say what is Sanadi and what is Anta. Sanadihi Yeshamte. San, etc. That is Pratyaya beginning with San, etc. They are Sanadi, Sanadayaha. So Sanadayaha Ante Yeshamte. Sanadi Pratyayas, which are at the end of which, that is called Dhatavaha. So, in fact, we have Bhaguvrigi, Garbha Bhaguvrigi. Sanadi is one Bhaguvrigi. Then Sanadi, Yantaha is the whole. If you take, that is another Bhaguvrigi, right?
Yes.
In fact, this is Tadguna Samvigyana Bhaguvrigi. That's what that we have not seen Bhaguvrigi. Tadguna Samvigyana Bhaguvrigi Samasa it is. San Adihi Eshamte Sanadayaha. Sanadayaha Eshamte Dhatavaha Te Dhatavaha Sanadyantaha Dhatavaha. Okay. Please read. That's not a given Samasa, but we can note Samasa also. Bhaguvrigi. Garbha Bhaguvrigi.
Sanadi Pratyayanta Shabdaha Dhatu Sanyakaha Bhavanti. Vyakaranashastre Patitasu Sanyasu Anyatama Asti Dhatuhu iti Sanya. Dhatupate Pariganitanam Prayena Dvisahasrashabdanam Iyam Sanya Bhuvadayoho Dhatavaha Ityanena Sutrena Diyate. Parantu एतान् विहाय संस्कृते अन्ये अपि शब्दाः धातुरूपेण प्रयुक्ताः दृश्यन्ते यथा असूय सत्याप जुगुप्सा एत्येते भिन्नाः शब्दाः संस्कृते धातुसंज्ञकाः एव सन्ति एते सर्वे शब्दाः भिन्नेभ्यः धातुभ्यः प्रातिपदिकेभ्यः च सनादिः इत्याख्यान् प्रत्ययान् योजयित्वा सिद्ध्यन्ति एतादृशानां सर्वेषां शब्दानां परिगणनं धातुपाठे नैव सम्भवति अतः एतेषां धातुसंज्ञा विधातुं पाणिनिना प्रकृतसूत्रं निर्मितम् अस्ति ये शब्दाः सनादिप्रत्ययान्ताः सन्ति तेषां धातुसंज्ञा भवति इति प्रकृतसूत्रस्य अर्थः एते एव धातवः आतिदेशिकधातवः नाम्ना अपि ज्ञायन्ते.
Yes. So अन्यतमा संज्ञा अस्ति धातुः इति संज्ञा शास्त्रे. We know how many dhatus? 2000 dhatus approximately. And these are listed by the sutra Bhuvadeha in the Dhatu Pata. Etan Vihaya, other than these dhatus, there are other dhatu rupena shabdaha pariptaha dashyanti. Asuya. Asuya is there. Asuyati. That is Asuya the dhatu. Kandvadibhyaha, Kandvadigana, you will see that. Asuyayati. Satyabhasha rupa veena tu shloka sena lomat pashavarna chunachuradibbhyo nich. There are also Satyapayati is there. So therefore Satyapa will take nich pratyaya, then you get Satyapaya, Satyapayati. Right?
Yes.
So Jugupsa, the word is derived from the Gupdhatu, Guptichkidbhya san.
Okay.
This is not Sananta. This is not Ichar, I mean, San only, but it's not Icharte San. Remember?
Yes.
This is 315. Not Dhatoho Karamana Katrikadichaya, not by that sutra. That is San Pratyaya Icharte. With the Gup in the sense of the betrayal, hatred in that meaning. Jugupsate. So Jugupsa is Sananta only, but not Icharte San. Satyapa is a dhatu, which will take dich pratyaya. So, for all these are dhatus. These dhatus are also enjoy sanya. These are shabdas also enjoy sanya dhatu. Ete shabdaha, ete sarve shabdaha, binnebhyaha dhatu bhyaha pratipadikebhyaha sanadi pratyaya yojayitva siddhyati. These shabdas are derived by adding the pratyas, sanadi pratyas. Right?
Yes.
Those shabdas which are different from the dhatu, Binnebhyaha dhatu, from different dhatus and different pratipadikas, these dhatus are derived by adding san pratyas. Dhatubhyaha, binnebhyaha, dhatubhyaha, pratipadikebhyaha is panchami vibhakti. Okay.
Yes.
Sanadi pratyayan yojagitva viddam, we get new shabdas which are enjoyed as a dhatu. So these dhatus are not listed in the dhatu pata. Even not possible also, right?
Yes.
Therefore, Pāṇini Magarishina, dhatu sanyam vidatam, therefore the sutra is written, is nirmitam asti, constructed. So, ye shabdaha sanadi pratyayantaha santi, tesham dhatu sanya bhavati. These dhatus are called atideshika dhatu. Atidesha, from that we get atideshika. Extension. Dhatu sanya is extended to the dhatus other than, to the dhatus which are not in dhatu pata. Atideshika. So superimposition is not the right word. Extension would be a better word. Extending the sanya dhatu to the other words also, which are not in the dhatu pata. Okay. Now sanadi. So sanadhyanta dhataha is, we know, but what is sanadi? That he says. Please read.
Sanadi pratyayaha ashtadhyayam guptidebhyah san.
Guptichkidbhyah san.
Guptichkidbhyah san. 315 ityataha kamerning 330 iti yavatbhihi sutrehe ahatya dvadasha pratyayaha patyante. Eteshu pratyeshu
Yavatbhihi sutraihi only correct. Sutrehe, there's no word sutraihi. Sutrehe, right?
Yes.
Sutraihi. Tritiya only. Sutraihi is correct. The typo.
From till that.
Yeah.
Okay. एतेषु प्रत्ययेषु प्रथमः प्रत्ययः सन् इति अस्ति अतः एतेषां सर्वेषां सनादिप्रत्ययाः इति अपि नाम दीयते एतेभ्यः केचन प्रत्ययाः प्रातिपदिकेभ्यः विधीयन्ते केचन अन्ये च धातुभ्यः विधीयन्ते परन्तु एतेषां सर्वेषां योजनेन नित्यं सनाद्यन्त सनाद्यन्ता धातवः 3132 इति प्रकृतसूत्रम् अनुसृत्य धातुनिर्माणम् एव भवति। एतेषां द्वादशानां प्रत्ययानां प्रत्येकम् एकम् उदाहरणम् अधः दीयते। सूत्राणां विस्तरः तु तत्स्थले एव द्रष्टव्यः।
So starting from 315, gup tich kidbya san. From gup plus san, gup is a dhatu. We get jugupsa, jugupsate. Similarly, tij will become titiksha. We get the word titiksha from this dhatu only. Tij plus san. Kid become chikitsa, chikitsati. Right?
Yes.
So if starting from that san, this is not tichate san. This is just a san. And up to kamer ning pratyaya. So there are 12 pratyas are there, Dvadasha pratyaya. They enjoy, when they have the sanya, not sanya we give. They are sanadi pratyaya. Sanadi means san includes all this. So they are namadiyate, we give the name, sanadi pratyaya. That's what sanadyantaha is, san is a pratyaya. So san adihi yesham te sanadayaha, sanadi pratyaya. Yebhyah dhatubhyah, some with some, these pratyas can be ordained for some pratyas, not all pratyas. Etebhyah, kechana pratyaha, from this, some pratyas are ordained after pradipadikam, some are ordained after the dhatu. Please note, not all the pratyas to the pradipadikam or to the dhatu. Some are added only to a dhatu, some are only added to a pradipadikam. Okay, not all. Like kech pratyaya, kamyach, keche, keshe, all these are added after the, it is the pradipadika. Nich and all, nich, kamer, ning, after the dhatu. Parantu etesham, together everything is, by sanadenta dhatuvaha, they enjoy the sanya, dhatu only. Finally, we get dhatu only. Whether prakriti plus, pratipadikam plus pratyaya, dhatu plus san pratyaya, sanadi pratyaya. We get a dhatu only. So now we get given all the 12 pratyas, and the example also is given. But we may not be able to understand the example now, but just we will read, but I will try to explain the example. Some we know, but we have seen other class Anadi done, Yanganta doing, Namadhatu already done, right?
Yes.
Okay, please read.
San pratyayah. San pratyayah guptichkidbhyah san मान बददान शान भ्यो दीर्घश्चाभ्यासस्य तथा च धातोः कर्मण समानकर्तृकादिच्छायां वा इति त्रिभिः सूत्रैः पाठ्यन्ते। अयं प्रत्ययः केवलं धातुभ्यः एव विधीयते। अस्य योजनेन धातूनाम् एव निर्माणं भवति। यथा
Okay, see, this is just an introduction only. We will, if you don't understand it, that also it's fine, because we cannot, the example we cannot understand, because we should know what is san and what happens when san pratyaya added to dhatu, so many things. Just note that this san pratyaya, there is pratyaya called the san, and the san pratyaya is ordained by these 3 sutras, and whatever the meaning it is, respective meanings.
Yes.
So this is a sutra we called Icharte san. Dhatoho karmanaha samana kartrikadichayamba Icharte san. San pratyaya, desiderative, added in the sense of, the desire, desiderative roots. Wanting to read, wanting to walk, wanting to, like that, see, Icharte san we say. And these also, Man Badadan Shanbedi, this is not its sun is ordained, but some thing happens. Dirgaha bhavati abhyasasya. So abhyasa karya, when it happens, dirgaha bhavati that. So Guptaj can be a sun, but it's interesting to note this sun is Guptaj can be a sun. You see, we have discussed in some other context. 315. First sutra, Pratyaha. So Pratyaha, the important sutra, we'll be seeing that. It goes, its Adhikara goes up to 5 chapters, 50 chapters. 5th chapter end up to that. Between 3 chapters, its scope is. And Pratyaya comes after the Dhatu Parascha. Adi Udatascha, that is Parisvara. Anudata Supita also. And Guptich can be a son to the Dhatus, Gup Dhatu, Tich Dhatu, Kid Dhatu, San Pratyaya is ordained. And the resultant is, it's a new
Dhatu.
Dhatu only.
Yeah.
Because Anadyantaha Dhataha, right? New Dhatu only. Now, this Gup, Tij, Kid, what are the Shabdas are seen in the Dhatu Pata only, right?
Yes, sir.
Gup, Tej, Kid. Where is the Dhatu Sanya? Is there any Dhatu, the word is there in the Sutra before? Or it is coming as an Anuvritti from the previous section or chapter? No. Sun is a Pratyaya. How do we know? Because Pratyaya, Adhikara is, Sun is a Pratyaya. And Gup, Tej, Kid, these are Dhatus, we know that they are in the Dhatu Pata. But Dhatoho, that word is not there, right? Therefore, the San Pratyaya is Sarvadhatuka or Ardhatuka. What Pratyaya is San? Pratyayas added to San can be classified as Sarvadhatukam or Ardhatuka. Tingshu Sarvadhatukam,
Shesha.
Ardhatuka, right?
Yes.
What about Sun, this Sun? This Sun is
Neither
neither Sarvadhatuka nor
Sadhatukam or
Ardhatuka.
Ardhadatukam
Because Dhatoho, the word is not
comes
there.
later.
Because it is not there, therefore it is not any of them. Whereas 7th Sutra, the Sun coming as Anuvritti, where we have the word Dhatoho. Therefore, Sun Pratyaya, in the 7th Sutra, it is Adhadhatuka Pratyaya. It is not Saradhatuka, therefore Adhadhatukam Sheshaha, Adhadhatuka Pratyaya. 7th Sutra. We will be seeing about this Sanya again. Already we have seen, right? Before we have seen Sarvadhatuka, Adhadhatuka. Yes or no? Do we know, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
This
We'll
Sun
be seeing
is
in
coming
detail.
as Anuvritti to 7th Sutra.
7. The
Okay.
7th Sutra, Dhatoho, the word is there. So the San Pratyaya is ordained after the Dhatu, and Dhatoho iti Shabdaha Asti Sutre. Dhatu Samshabdanam. That should be the articulation of the word Dhatoho. Then only the Pratyaya can be either Sarvadhatuka or Adhadhatuka. And that is not there in the case of 5th Sutra. Therefore, we cannot classify it as Sarvadhatuka or Adhadhatuka. Okay, that is why Jugupsate you get. San Pratyaya comes. So Dhatu, Gup Dhatu, whether we don't know whether it is a Say Dhatu, Ranit Dhatu, whatever it is. Whatever may be. Suppose even if you take Set Dhatu, no Valadi, because it is not Adhadhatuka Pratyaya. I mean, Valadi, therefore, no Itagama. Sun is Valadi only, right? Sun is Valadi Pratyaya. Yes or no? Valadi.
Yes.
It is not Adhadhatuka. Therefore, no Itagama. Therefore, Jugupsate only you get. Even you have to check what Gup Dhatu is. Gup Dhatu, if it is Set Dhatu, even if it is Set Dhatu, and even the Pratyaya is Valadi, but still no Ittagama possible because it is not Adhadhatuka. And another thing also, Gup doesn't become Gop because Angakarya doesn't happen. Angakarya happens only when a Sarvadhatuka or Adhadhatuka Pratyaya follows. When it is neither of them, then our Angakarya will happen. Gup will not become Gop. Right? Doesn't
Yes.
become. Only the Abhyasa Karya happens, therefore we have the form Jugupsate, Titikshati, then Chikitsati, it's a form. Okay, so we will be seeing that later when we come to Sananta. In fact, in the Ashtadhyayi Pravesha, it begins with Sananta. I don't know, presenting. Let us see. So now let us, therefore from by this 3 sutra, 315, 316 and 7, 3 sutra, san pratyaya is given. Just see whether you understand this prakriya. Gup is nindayam. In that meaning only gup dhatu. Gup has got two meaning. One is ninda, other one is protection. Right? Gopayati. But nindaya marte. That in the sutra, gup tichkidbhyasan, Kashikakara explains gup dhatu in the sense of ninda, criticism, censuring. So gupa plus sun. When sun, what happens? That because sun is a sun it's a pratyaya, not icharte sun. But when sun pratyaya is added, duplication happens. That's the rule. Sun yagoho. By that sutra, dvitvam happens. So this is the anga, dhatu gets duplicated. Then the whole thing is called abhyasta, and that which is duplicated is called abhyasa. The abhyasa is good. First one is abhyasa. The whole thing is abhyasta. The first one, abhyasa, will undergo changes. It's called abhyasa karya. So that we will see later. So gup will become gu, and gu also will become ju. Finally, you get jugupsa. Now, this is what we are interested. Jugupsa is what? It's a new dhatu. Ending with the pratyaya san. Sanadyantaha dhatu jugupsa. You can add jugupsa, jugupsate, jugupsete, jugupsante. Any form, lakara rupam atava kritanta rupam. Right? Jugupsa.
Yes.
One example is just giving. Similarly, other example, please read.
Kech pratyaya. Sup atmanah kech, supa atmanah kech, 318, upamanad achare, 3110. So 9 is not there. Tathacha, namo
9 is there, but 9 is a different pratyaya.
Okay.
Kamyacha. Supa atmana, this is a second. Sun is one pratyaya, first pratyaya. Number second is kech pratyaya. Kech coming as anuvritti from, it goes as anuvritti to upamanad achare. That is given. Given that. For that sutra, 10th sutra, upamanat acharya kech pratyaya bhavati. Supatmanaha kech kamyacha. So, atmanaha, supatmanaha kech pratyaya will come. Kamyach pratyaya also can come. So, two pratyayas are there. Kech and kamyach. But here he is discussing about kech. Okay. Then,
Upamanad achare 3110 तथा च नमो वरिवश्चित्रङ्गः केच् 3111 इत्येतैः त्रिभिः सूत्रैः केच् प्रत्ययः विधीयते. अयं प्रत्ययः केवलं प्रातिपदिकेभ्यः एव विधीयते. अस्य योजनेन धातूनां निर्माणं भवति यथा.
So 3 sutras
ordain केच् प्रत्ययः.
Yeah, the previous also the 3 sutras, ordains by san pratyaya ordained to dhatus. Now here also we have 3 sutras by which the kech pratyaya is ordained to pratipadika. So san pratyaya comes after the dhatu, and kech pratyaya comes after the pratipadika. Supaha, the word is supaha means subanta, padat, atmanaha for oneself. Kech pratyaha bhavati. Then upamanad acharya by that sutra also, and namo varivasitra kech also. So one example, atmanaha putram ichchati, putra kamya or putriya, yes. Kamya is another pratyaya. That is also sanadi pratyaya. So putra plus kech. Putra is, actually it is putra plus supaha is right. Putra plus su.
pratyaya.
So that goes away. I mean, anyway, putra plus directly we can add to the pratipadika. So putra plus kech. And angakarya happens when kech pratyaya follows akaranta, the a will be replaced by e. We are seen in namadhatu. So putra become putri, putriya. Putriya is a new dhatu. Putriyati, putriyataha, putriyanti. Meaning Devadatta putriyati means Devadatta desires son for himself. Devadatta desires son for Yajnadatta, then we cannot add Kech pratyaya. Atmanaha is reflexive pronoun for oneself. So putriyati. Similarly, Kamyach pratyaya also, that he says next one. So Kech, therefore putriya is a new dhatu, Aupadeshika dhatu. So by Kech pratyaya. So son pratyaya, first pratyaya among the 12 pratyayas, second pratyaya is Kech, third pratyaya.
Third
Ramaji.
pratyaya, Kamyach.
Ramaji
Okay.
can read.
Ramaji. Okay.
काम्यच्च 319 इति सूत्रेण काम्यच् प्रत्ययः विधीयते। अयं प्रत्ययः केवलं प्रातिपदिकेभ्यः एव विधीयते। अस्य योजनेन धातूनां निर्माणं भवति। यथा आत्मनः पुत्रम् इच्छति, पुत्र प्लस काम्यच्च इति सूत्रेण काम्यच् प्रत्यय is added. पुत्रकाम्य सनाद्यन्तात् धातवः 3132 इति धातु संज्ञा. पुत्रिय is the new dhatu.
Putrakamya, the typo.
Putrakamya, yeah. Putrakamya is the new dhatu.
Actually, putra plus su. Su will go away, suppo dhatu pratipadi, because we are going to get a new dhatu, right? Sanadyantaha dhartaha, putra plus su, su will go away. Anyway, he has not given that, but we can understand, of course, right?
Yeah.
So, it is derived from a subanta. Why we say pratipadika? Because suppo dhatu pratipadika whole look, by that su pratyaya will go away. Putra plus su, su will go away. Because the whole thing is going to be dhatu, right?
Yeah.
So suppo dhatu pratipadika whole look, by that su will go away. Therefore, we say pratipadika. We say loosely pratipadika. It is added to padam only. Okay. But anyway, you can understand the pratipadika, nothing wrong. Putrakamya. So putrakamya is a new dhatu. Putrakamyati, kamyataha, putrakamyanti can derive. Next one.
Kyang pratyaya. Kyang pratyayah. Kartuhu kyang salopascha 3111. Vrishadibhyo भुव्यच्वेर्लोपश्च हलः 3112. कष्टाय क्रमणे 3114. कर्मणो रोमन्ततपोभ्यां वर्तिचरोः 3115. बाष्पोष्मभ्याम् उद्वमने 3116. शब्दवैरकलहाभ्र कण्वमेघेभ्यः करणे 3117. तथा च सुखादिभ्यः कर्तृवेदनायां 3118 इत्येतैः सूत्रैः विधीयते। अयं प्रत्ययः केवलं प्रातिपदिकेभ्यः एव विधीयते। अस्य योजनेन धातूनां निर्माणं भवति। उदाहरणम् एतादृशम्.
So 7 sutras are there. So kyang pratyaya is ordained, in the sense which is given, and also for the dhatus. Shabda vaira kalaha abra, those dhatus, karne arte. The resultant is a new dhatu. Like first one, kartu kyang salopascha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, please read. That is salopaha.
श्येनः इव आचरति. श्येन प्लस kyang pratyaya kartu.
Acharati is from the sutra we can know. Upamanadachare, coming as anurti. 10th sutra, Upamanadachare. Achare is conducting oneself. So how does it conduct? Shenaha iva acharati. So like a shena, like an eagle, it behaves. Like, a chataka can behave like an eagle. So, like that. Yeah, please read.
Yeah. श्येना प्लस अकृत् सार्वधातुकयोः दीर्घः इति दीर्घत्वं भवति. Then श्येनाय.
This recently we saw, right? Akrit 7:425 in the case of Yanganta.
Yanganta.
So ya pratyaya is, it says it is not a krit pratyaya. It is not a sarvadhatuka pratyaya also. Right? It's another dhatuka pratyaya. So by that, what happens? Dirghatvam happens for the dhatu. Shenaya. So saha shenayate. You can say chatakaha shenayate. So kyang is the ngitva dhatmane pada pratyaya can be affixed to the dhatu. So Chatakaha shenayate means acting like a acharati, behaves, acting like an eagle. So kyang pratyaya. So kyang is a third pratyaya in the list of 12 pratyayas. Third or fourth?
Fourth. Kyang.
Kamya is given.
Kamya.
Yes, okay. Yeah, done. Fourth. Now Kesh, please read.
Kyash pratyayah लोहितादिडाच्यभ्यः क्यश् 3:1-13 इत्यनेन विहितः क्यश् प्रत्ययः विशिष्टेभ्यः प्रातिपदिकेभ्यः एव विधीयते। अस्य प्रयोगेण धातूनां निर्माणं भवति। उदाहरणम् एतादृशम्। लोहितः भवति। लोहित प्लस क्यश् लोहितादिडाभ्यः क्यश् इति क्यश् प्रत्यय is added. लोहिता plus य अकृत् सार्वधातुकयोः दीर्घः इति यङ् अङ्गकार्य happens. दीर्घत्वं then लोहिताय is the new dhatu. सनाद्यन्ता धातवः इति धातुसंज्ञा.
Logitadi one gana is there, I think. The word ganapata. So therefore it is added to only to certain pratipadikams. The kesh pratyaya. And dach also, dajanta shabda also can take kesh pratyaya. Like we have dajanta is dach pratyaya, I think somewhere we saw abhyaktanukar, that is patapata, davadama, all those things, which doesn't have any meaning, right? But dajanta pratyaya, that also can take kesh pratyaya. Damadama yati, patapata yati, I think it is there. So dajanta shabda, abhyaktanukarane, I think dach pratyaya is alright. So only those specific pratipadikam, kesh pratyaya is added, resulting in another dhatu. And you can be decline all the lakaras and kritantas. So this is fifth pratyaya in the list. Next one, ninga, we have seen before. It's an important pratyaya. Kam dhatu will take always
ning
pratyaya. Adding which, what do you get? What's the form? Kam plus ning will become
Kami.
Kami.
Kami dirghatvam happens.
Dirghatvam pada padato padayaha vriddhihi. Yeah, please read.
Pricha bhanda chivara ning. Pucha bhanda chivara ning.
3:1.
Chivaranning 3:1:20 इत्यनेन त्रिभ्यः प्रातिपदिकेभ्यः निङ् प्रत्ययः भवति। कमेर्निङ् 3:1:30 इत्यनेन कम् इति धातोः अपि स्वार्थे निङ् प्रत्ययः विधीयते। अस्य योजनेन नित्यं धातूनाम् एव निर्माणं भवति। उदाहरणम् एतादृशम्।
So we have seen san pratyaya added to dhatu, and kamyach, kesh, this pratyaya to the pratipadika. But what about ning? There is
Only
two sutra, not dhatu. Two are there. Pratipadikam 1 by 3:1:20, and another one is dhatu, kam dhatu. It's a special case, ning pratyaya. Form is same. Pratyaya also, I mean, it can be taken as one pratyaya, ning pratyaya only. But with this specific pratipadikam, ning pratyaya is added and kam dhatu. Therefore, this is a pratyaya, unique pratyaya, can be added to certain pratipadikam and dhatu kam also. Not all the dhatus, only to kam dhatu, ning pratyaya. Similarly to the three pratipadikams also, pucha, bhanda, chivarat. Ning pratyaya. Three pratipadikam alone can take ning, not all the pratipadika. So this pratyaya is, you can note, this is important in the sense different from other pratyayas. Can be added to either pratipadikam or dhatu. So, it can be added to both, not either or. It can be added to pratipadikam, not all the pratipadikam, only to those three pratipadikam. And it can be added to dhatu also, only one dhatu. So therefore, totally 4. Right? Among the 4, the 3 are pratipadikams and 1 is dhatu. Okay. So kam dhatu, kam plus ning, we know kami you get. Then kami, then can, how to derive other rupam, lakara rupam we know. Once you have kami, then it should be treated as first conjugation dhatu. Then kami plus tip, shap will come. Kami will become kame, ayajasandhi, kamaya. Then ning, it ngit pratyaya, therefore it is atmane padi dhatu. Kamayate, kamayete, kamayante. Okay. Now he is giving one example. Please read.
भाण्डानि समाचिनोति राशीकरोति एकत्रीकरोति इत्यर्थः भाण्ड प्लस निङ् by 3120 पुच्छ भाण्ड चीवरान् निङ् इति निङ् प्रत्ययः भाण्ड प्लस इ नकार नकारयोः इत् संज्ञा लोपः.
How it is lopa? Nakara is it by mudhani nakara, it by which sutram? Pratyayasya adihi.
Adi means
Adir netu davaha.
No.
no, that one is not Adi, no.
That is dhatu, right? Adihi need to have. In fact, before pratyaya comes, before that sutram is there. Pratyayadihi, pratyayasya adihi, that pratyayasya coming as anuvritti from the previous sutra. Shaha pratyayasya. Therefore, this comes then after that. The sutra comes after that. Pratyaya. Chutu.
Correct.
Shaha pratyayasya sutra comes first. After that, chutu comes. Adihi need to have before shaha pratyayasya. In the sutra list, you will see. Maybe I think 135 adihi need to have. And 136 is shaha pratyayasya. Then 137 chutu must be. You can check the sutra pata. I'm just saying, not sure. So for shaha pratyayasya, under which only the chutu comes. So adihi need to have is before pratyaya. Therefore only it is applicable for dhatu, right?
Yes,
Not for the pratyaya. Adihi need to have for the
135.
In fact, need to have it is applicable for not only for dhatu, for all. I mean, pratyaya we don't have that need to davaha, but shaha pratyayasya very specifically from 6th sutra onwards only for pratyaya. Pratyayasya adihi. Adihi when we say, adi is before, right? Adihi need to davaha, from that only adi coming as anuvritti. I said adihi. Adihi pratyayasya adihi. Pratyayasya adihi chutu. That's a full sutra, right? Okay, therefore nakara is lopaha and ngit nakara is lopaha by alantyam with.
Alantyam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then tasya lopaha darshanam. Okay, then.
Then bhand plus e neraniti 6451 iti.
This sutra also we know, right?
Yes, nehaniti.
Now E is there. E is pratyaya. What pratyaya? In the meaning pratyaya, adadatuka pratyaya. Is it valadi? No. Therefore, no itagava possible. Therefore, anit. When anit pratyaya follows,
Akarasya lopaha.
lopaha bhavati. Nehe aniti. But one minute. Nehe aniti, why he says, okay, it's interesting. That we have to see that sutra. Nehe aniti is when anit follows, then ni will go away. But this is a nijanta ni. Okay, let me check that. Okay, I'll see that. Anit adadatuke nehe lopaha bhavati. Why he says nehe aniti? This is wrong actually. Nehe aniti will not apply. How will it apply? Because this is the pratyaya, anit pratyaya. When anit pratyaya follows, this must be ni anta, then ni will go away. Right? Bhanda is a shabda. Where is ni? I think it must be ato lopaha. Adadatuka pratyaya follows. This is,
Yeah, tolopaha should be.
it must be ato lopaha, that sutram is there. When an adadatuka pratyaya follows, then akarantasya adada akarantasya, that is akarantasya angasya. This is in angasya dikara 6.4, 6th chapter. Akarantasya angasya adadatuke pratyaye pare lopaha bhavati. This should be. I think it's a typo maybe. It's a mistake. Not nehe aniti. Will not happen. That's wrong. Aniti is Saptami Vibhakti, right? Nehe is Shashti.
Shashti.
Shashti means, how can you be nehe? Where is nehe?
Ah,
Banda is a Pratipadikam. Banda, Akaranta Pratipadikam. So it cannot be that. It's a mistake.
then Nakara should go, but here.
Where is Nakara there? For Atha Lopa only applies. That's how we have to take it.
Yes.
It's a mistake.
Atho
So
lopa.
never Bandi get new dhatu. Atha Lopaha. Okay, next one, please read.
Yeah. Nich pratyayah. Unda mishra shlakshna
Lavana,
Vrata
Vrata,
Vastra.
Vastra, Alak, Vrata, Tu, Stay, Bionich. I think we chanted, no? Once upon a
Yeah,
time.
which yeah. And
Read
Munda
again.
Ranji?
Read again the sutra.
Okay. Munda Mishra Shlakshna Lavana Vrata Vastra Hala Kala Krita Tustebhyo Nich.
So first we have to be familiar with the sutra. So we have to read Lavana, Vrata. Otherwise, Lava, Navra, Tava becomes problem. Reading is difficult. Munda, Mishra, Shlakshna, Lavana, Vrata, Vastra, Alak, Krita, Tu, Stebhyo, Nich. So, like that. Okay, next one. The sutra.
Satyapa Pasha Rupa Veena Tula Shloka Sena Loma Tvacha Varna Churna Churadibhyo Nich.
Yes.
3125. हेतुमती च 3126 इत्येतैः त्रिभिः सूत्रैः तथा च प्रातिपदिकात् धात्वर्थे बहुलम् इष्टवच्च इत्येतेन वार्तिकेन प्रायेण सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः प्रातिपदिकेभ्यः च निच् प्रत्ययः भवति। अस्य योजनेन नित्यं धातूनाम् एव निर्माणं भवति।
This Vartikam we have seen somewhere, I think. Pratipadika Dhatuvarte Bagulam Ishtavacha. We have seen that Ishtan Bagulam Ishtavata Ishtavata Pratipadika Dhatuvarte Bagulam Ishtavata. Ishtan Pratyavata it will begin. I have to. We have seen this, some context, I forgot.
Yeah, we have seen Sharanji.
Where you remember?
Where I don't know, but it is swimming.
Bagulam Mishtavacha. So you will not, okay. Vartika, it will not be here. But we have seen. Pratipadika Dhatu Arte Bagulam Ishtavacha. Okay, Vartikena Prayena Sarvebhyaha Dhatubhyaha Pratipadikebhyaha. Okay. I'll just try to read. Next class I'll tell you where it is. I forgot. Some Pratipadikam occurs. So many are there. Under which sutra? We have to see. Okay, there's three
In
sutras.
Samasa, we have seen Bahulam a lot.
No, that not in Samasa. This is let us see example as given. No, it's not explained example.
In Hetumati cha sutra le, so that Pratipadika Dhatvarte Bahulam is given. Yeah, it is given. 3126. Not in the explanation, but in the main heading.
But must be Vartika. Vartika in
Vartika only. Vartika.
It must be there then in the Kashika. Siddhanta Kaumudi. Okay. Hetuhu Swatantraha. Tanyabidai, okay. Dhatoho tat karoti tapakyanam. Okay, it's not explained here. Okay, not given here. We'll see. Maybe I think the Dhatu Pata, that's a Dhatu Pata. Somewhere it is there. Anyway, we'll check it. Okay, somewhere we have seen. I forgot where we saw. We'll find out. So by Vartikena, Sarvebhyaha Dhatubhyaha Pratipadikebhyaha. So here we have Churadibhyaha is niche Dhatu Pata. All other things are specific words that we'll be seeing and we saw before. Varma, Varna, Chuna, all these are words. Varnayati, Chunayati, niche. And Yetumati we know. Yetumati Tat Prayojaka, Sayetuhu. So Yet causative agent. So 3 sutras by which niche pratyaya is ordained. And Pata we know. Please read.
पट व्यक्तायां वाचि वादिगणा पट प्लस निच हेतुमत by हेतुमति च निच is added पट प्लस ई नकार चकारयो इत संज्ञा स्वलोपः पाट प्लस ई आदिवृद्धि happens अत उपधायाः इति उपधावृद्धिः happens पाठी सनाद्यन्ता धातवः that is the new dhatu.
So Pati is the new dhatu.
उपधायाः अनेन प्रकारेण पाटी इति निच् प्रत्ययान्तः धातुः सिद्ध्यति.
Yeah. So here Pratipadika dhatu arte bhagulam ishtacha. That if you see the Vartikam to the sutra, Sarva Kartukyam Salopascha Sarva Pratipadikebhyaha Kvipva Vaktavyaha. Here it is there. And then where it is. Ishtan Pratyavat Bagulam Ishtavat Ishtan Pratyavat Bhavati. Whatever Ishtan Pratyaya will do the same. One minute. This is not important, but Paklena Manda Vidichirum. I think the Dhatu Pata, that as a Gana Sutra, it is there. I think so. The Dhatu, this is Dhatu Pata. This you must be having. So here, that's what I vaguely remember. It must be, but we have to find out where it is. Maybe index. Shuradigara. Then I think under Kandvadi Bhyaha Yak, this must be. Asadharam. Okay. Under Kandvadigana, it must be, I think so. So somewhere here it is there. Okay.
Churadi. Churadi. Pratipadika Dvatarte Bahulam Ishtat.
Yeah, it's where is the number? What's the number?
I just typed in Dhatu Pata, that is 10.0501.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it is there as Gana
Churadigana.
Sutra. Churadigana, yes. In Churadigana it is there. Okay. It's good. Found that. Yeah, it is in the Gana, it is Gana Sutra. Therefore, he says Vartika, but it is Gana Sutra. That is in Dhatupata, we have a sutra. Pratipadikat, yeah. Churadikana, Bagulam Ishtavacha. Dhatupade Vidyamanam Gadasutram. Sarvebhyaha Pratipadikyebhyaha Nichpratyam Krutva Dhato Sityanti. That's what we saw. And Prakriyayam cha Ishtavat, Ishtan Pratyavat, Karyani Bhavati. Like Ishtan Pratya, Ishtan Tadita Pratya. So the Karya will happen. Pumad Bhavaha, Ti Lopaha, Rabhavaha, Matu Pratyasya Lopaha, all these things. अस्य गणसूत्रस्य अर्थः यथा पटुप्रातिपदिकस्य इष्टन् प्रतिं योजयित्वा प्रतिष्ठ इति रूपनिर्माणसमये यथा टी लोपः भवति तथैव अस्मात् प्रातिपदिक निच् प्रत्यये कृते टी लोपं कृत्वा पटि इति आतिदेशिक रूपं आतिदेशिक धातुः सिद्ध्यति. So we have seen this in the some context. The 10th conjugation means इष्टन् प्रत्ययवत् प्रातिपदिकेऽपि निच्. So this must be there. We have seen in other class, not here. Therefore, it must be in the context of Namadhatu. So we must have, not in this class. Okay, don't worry. So in the context of Namadhatu, so this must be there. I'll just find out. Ishtavat. Here it is. Pratipadika Dhatu Namadhatu document. Pratipadika Dhatu Varte Nish Pratyah Bhavati. Ishte Yata Pratipadikasya Pumbad Bhavaha, same thing. Pumbad Bhava, Patu plus Ishtan. Patu plus Ishtan. Nakara is with the letter. This is Basya. Basya de Tadite Pumbad Bhavaha. That's Vartikam is there. Therefore, by that, Basya Ade. So Basanya Kasya. So Basanya is there. Therefore, Tadita Pratyaya follows. Who will become Lopaha? Therefore, Pat plus Ishta, Patishta. Once you have Patishta, Strilinge Patishta. All these are example. From Drida we get Dradishtaha. Then Tilopaha, Sadhu plus Sadishta. So we have seen the case of Namadhatu, all these examples. Ishtan Pratyavata Bhavati. I don't know whether you remember, this is a case of Namadhatu. So Pratipadike Dhatu Arte Nich Pratyaha Bhavati. In the meaning of the very Dhatu, Nich Pratyaha Bhavati. Then Ishte Yata Pratipadikasya, all this thing will happen. That Karya will happen even for now also. So Ishtan Pratyasa Nirmani Karyani, whatever Karya will happen when Ishtan Pratyaya is added, same Karya will happen for Nich also. So that's what is, we get this. So under Namadhatu, we have seen this. Okay, anyway, this is out of context. Don't worry. I'm just curious to see Bagulat. Fine. So now where are we now? Kartukyang Salopascha. In that Sutram, Tanadyantaha Dhatoha. We are in Kartum. I think we'll stop here. Nich Pratyaya. So party, young Pratyaya, we'll see in the next class. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवादः शिवजी।
धन्यवादः जी।
धन्यवादः।
धन्यवादः शर्जी।